This story took place around 50 years ago, yet its echoes still linger in the lives of its descendants. It happened in a remote village called Sadr Jura, nestled deep in the Hashir Mountains. The beginning. There once lived a young married man in this village, in a house isolated from the rest of the community. Each morning, he would head out to tend to his livestock, farming, and other daily tasks, while his wife would gather firewood, water, and manage household need. One day, his wife fell ill and sadly passed away, leaving him alone with two very young children, a boy aged around 3.5 and a girl just 2 years old. Despite the tragedy, the man continued his routine, leaving home every morning for work. However, 2 months after his wife's death, he began to notice something strange. Every time he returned, the house was spotless. The children were well fed, clean, and cared for, just as if their mother had never left. He was baffled. His children were young to care for themselves. He began asking his son who had been looking after them. The boy innocently replied, "A woman comes and does all these things," but he didn't know who she was or where she came from. Curious and unsettled, the man decided to return home early the next day. And what he saw left him frozen in shock. He found a mysterious woman tending to the house and the children. Her presence sent chills through his body. She was unlike anyone from the village. He asked her, "Who are you?" She replied, "I'm just someone doing good for your home and your children." He pressed her further, wanting the truth. Finally, she said, "I'm not human. I'm a jinnia. I have lived in your house since the beginning of your marriage. I am a Muslim. I pray and fast, and I believe in God as you do. I mean no harm to you or your children. I only pitied your state and wanted to help, and I love you." Moved by her sincerity, he proposed marriage. She agreed, but under one condition: her family had to approve. She left to consult them. They lived in a mountain about 10 kilometers away. After several attempts, they agreed, but with strict conditions. 1. He must rid the entire area of all animals, including cats, dogs, and even hyenas. 2. He must not follow or spy on them. He agreed. The jinnia warned him that her family would visit the next day. That night, the man did everything he could. He killed all the animals in the area. However, unbeknownst to him, one small dog remained hidden beneath a rock. The unexpected turn. The next day, he heard a terrifying sound from the mountain. Dust clouds billowed toward him. Then, silence. The dust cleared, and strange shouting echoed, as if a great battle had occurred. But no one arrived. Overcome by curiosity and fear, he broke the promise and followed their tracks. Suddenly, the jinnia appeared. Furious, she scolded him for breaking the condition. He swore he had killed all the animals. She told him he was lying. A small dog had barked as her family approached, frightening them away. Because of that, they refused the marriage. He pleaded with her, apologized, begged. Finally, she relented. "Come with me. Let's go talk to them." As they walked, they came across a large rock. Tied to it was a calf. Surprised, he asked whose calf it was. She replied, "My family brought it for the wedding." But when they heard the dog, they left it behind and returned to our land. Eventually, they reached her family, and after lengthy negotiations with her father and brothers, they agreed to the marriage. A life of joy and loss. They married and lived a happy life. But tragedy returned. The man's 2 children from his human wife fell ill. First the girl passed, then the boy. For 15 years, the house remained peaceful. But then, the Jinnia wife fell ill and died, leaving him with 4 children, their children. 8 years later, 3 of those children died in the same month, leaving only 1 surviving son, aged 11. Fearing for his only remaining child, and out of ignorance and desperation, the man turned to superstition. He began pouring honey and ghee on the rock where the calf had once been tied, believing it to bring blessings and ward off evil, a tradition others in the village also ignorantly adopted. Not long after, the man passed away. The legacy. His only son lived alone in the house for many years. Like his father, he cared for livestock, fetched water, and survived the harsh mountain life. Eventually, he married, and his wife gave birth to twin boys, but she died in childbirth. He raised the twins with great love, teaching them honor, generosity, and the story of their family, including the shocking truth that their grandmother was a Jinnia, and they had uncles among the Jinn. When the twins reached adulthood, their father mysteriously disappeared. Despite desperate searches with the help of the villagers, he was never found. Many believed he had been killed by wild animals, leopards, and predators that still roamed the mountains. That was 20 years ago. A final chance? 4 years ago, the twins met an elder from the village who spoke of their father with deep respect and sorrow. They broke down in tears. He suggested a strange idea: visit a sorcerer, a diviner who might help. Hesitant but desperate, they eventually traveled to Yemen to visit a Jewish sorcerer. They asked him about a long-lost item. He replied, "You're searching for your father, aren't you?" Shocked, they asked how he knew. He told them, "Your father is alive, but imprisoned in a vast land. He sees you every day, but he cannot speak, move, or touch you. After your Jinya mother died, her brothers took him, waiting until you were old enough to survive without him." He added, "Your father is trapped in a mountain opposite your home. Only one attempt can free him, a single chance. If it succeeds, he will return, and the Jinn will never take him again. If it fails, he will be lost forever." When they asked how to do it, the sorcerer, despite not believing in the Quran, told them, "There is a specific surah in your book. Have the devout men with beards read it at the dam, the one that collects water for your cattle. Be brave." During the reading, Two massive jinn will appear, one holding each arm of your father. He will be in the middle. Keep reading loudly and with strength. They will flee if they hear your voice with power. That is your only chance. They returned home, searching for someone to perform the ritual, but no one would. They even approached a relative, now the local imam, who refused, calling it a superstition from a Jewish sorcerer. His son also refused. To this day, the twins remain lost in confusion, waiting for their father's return. I saw one of them just last week in the Deir Bani Malik market, wandering aimlessly like a madman, his mind consumed by thoughts of his father. This is a true story, first told nearly 50 years ago. And that rock, the one people used to pour ghee and honey on, still stands to this day, its surface blackened by years of misguided offerings.